Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing fantastic today. So this will be interesting. We did a call out to see if you guys had questions about the feud that's going on between Trump and Musk. Okay. And we have 27 questions. There was a ton of questions. And so what Marcia and my nephew Jared do is they combine all those questions. They look for repeats and see what's the most popular. And then they come up with this list. Okay. And then my sister puts them in order for me. It's amazing. So let's find out what is going on between the two of them. And we're going to ask our spirit guides. We're going to ask the lead team collective. It's LEAD. I should call them the LTC, right? Lead team collective. Yeah, LTC. But just for new folks, that's a combination of all of our spirit teams. That's what they want to be called. So if you have found yourself in this community and you're enjoying this content, then, and it's helpful for you, really. I mean, it is entertainment for sure. Obviously, everything's allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So, but if it's helpful for you spiritually to kind of connect in this community, then thank you for being here. Please consider subscribing. But your team, your spirit team, is a part of this messaging. I always ask them to be, okay? If you're brand new, just at the end of this video, I'll pop up a Start Here playlist. It will pop up right here. And you might want to dive in because I give a lot of introductory videos on what these things are all about. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and I say a little prayer. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And I ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so they are all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, you guys, good morning. I have not talked to them today. So hello. How you doing? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for all your support, love, guidance through all of these tricky times on earth. We all really appreciate all of you. So thank you for hanging out with us and supporting us and answering our prayers and answering our requests. Really, really grateful. And it'd really be good right now if you guys, I'm going to start doing this more often now that I'm learning more from Let the Spirit Guides Speak. It's a book that we're reading in the Spirit Circle. And what I've learned from that, how it is, I mean, people like to be honored for the work they do, and that spirits are no different. Okay. They also want to be respected and honored for the work they're doing with us. Okay. Which makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't they? So my spirit, not just my ego, wants to be honored. Okay. And recognized. And so we're going to start doing that as a community on a regular basis. So right now, if you could thank your team and thank the lead team collective for all the support they've been giving us, that would be amazing. Okay, you guys. So can I talk to the lead team collective, please? I just want to make sure we're tapped in there. Okay, thank you. The lead team collective, are you here now? Yes. Okay, perfect. So we have, let's see, I'm going to push you back a little bit. We have about 27 questions that we're just curious about for entertainment and just to kind of help us get through these tricky times. We have questions about the feud that's going on between Trump and Musk. Are you aware of that feud? Yes? Okay. Do you have any concern with us asking the 27 questions that's in front of me? No? Okay, perfect. If there is anything that is not in our best interest to know, would you refrain from answering? Yes? Okay. Well, since these are the first time I've talked to them today, you guys, I am going to do the law of challenge real quick, just to make sure that we're all in the same energy. So, in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes, thank you. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? It takes them a little while because I do like when they stop in between when I'm asking this. Yes, okay, thank you. So it takes a little while. Usually when I ask questions, they just keep swinging, and then they can shift quicker. So thanks, you guys. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Okay, can you be more clear about that, please? Okay. Okay. I'm just letting them, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Okay. Okay, thank you. There we go. Okay. All right, thank you. Plus, giving them a little time on the third answer just to make sure yeah, okay. There's not any trickery or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not an expert here, you guys. I'm just playing with this stuff, and sometimes I get a tip from somebody, and I think I remember somebody saying, hold on the third time to make sure that they're really gonna, not gonna swing to the left. So, okay, so that is great. So we're all on the same page. Okay, are you guys ready? Talking to the lead team. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's start out by asking several questions on whether the feud launched about 10 days ago from when I'm recording this was real or intentionally created as a distraction. We have a group of questions. Okay, so they're saying yes. Okay, so we have a group of questions that pertain to that. Okay, so question number 1, was this fallout intentionally orchestrated? Are you guys already saying yes, or are you just excited to be here? Okay. Was this fallout intentionally orchestrated as a distraction against bigger issues that were happening? Yes. Okay. In this war of words, is this war of words a smokescreen of something more devious? Bummer. Entertainment purposes and allegedly. Yes. Okay. Is the feud a stunt agreed to by both beforehand? Those little suckers. Yes. Okay. Again, you're always going to use your discretion. They may be telling us this for a very specific reason. They may be different than what you assume. Okay. And in where I'm at in my spiritual journey now, I am at 100% trust of what they're telling me, that it's in my best interest to think this, whether or not, I know this is going to sound weird, but whether or not this is actually factual, okay? So I don't know how to explain that, except that it's a trust and faith that I have, okay? So if you understand what I'm saying, could you please put that in the comments and maybe explain it better than I am? So, because that will actually help me. That's actually the first time I've actually said that out loud. That will help me reframe it when I read your comments. If you understand what I'm saying and you agree with it, mostly, you can disagree with it too in the comments. That's fine, because that will help me get some frame around it. But what I'm trying to do is make sure we're running this community, or I'm facilitating the community in the fact that everything is gray. Okay. I don't think, like, when somebody comes in the comments and says, this is wrong and this is the right way, I disagree with that. The only thing I about disagree with 100% is that there's anything that's black and white. That's about the only thing I disagree with 100%, because there are how many billions of people in the world, how many billions of spirits in the galaxy. There are that many perspectives. And so we are just in this community, what I'm doing and what I think most of you join with me is to help us have a better day today, have a little entertainment, maybe get us to think differently about something. That's what they could be doing, different ways of thinking about things, but we're not looking for right and wrong answers. That's why I don't like doing predictions. I don't like these coming off as predictions. This is just exploring a topic and the possibilities. But I trust that they're telling us that for a reason. Okay. I don't know why I felt like I needed to say all that, but there you go. Okay. So I might be reiterating that going forward a little bit more because that's sort of a newer message that I'm starting. I don't know. It just came out of me today, so who knows why. Okay. Let's see. Was this distraction planned to further dismantle our democracy? Yes. Okay. Has Musk's involvement from the beginning, the Hitler salute, the chainsaw shenanigans, been purely performative to distract the public? Yes. Okay. Did Trump and Musk ever truly like one another? No. Do they respect one another? No. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did Trump only use Elon to get elected with his donations to the campaign? Yes. Okay. Was Elon using Trump so he could gain access to our data for his selfish purposes? Yes. And let me just do a little let me ask a little side note here. I just listened to the person who's considered the grandfather of AI. So he's British and he quit his job when AI went public so that he could start alarming, putting out the alarm bells about his concerns. Okay. And one of the things he said, so do you guys know who I'm talking about? I don't know his name, you guys, so you can just look up the grandfather of AI. He was just on the Diary of the CEO, which is another, so just write that down, Diary of a CEO, if you're interested in listening to his podcast. He's got interesting topics on there. They're pretty long. I don't usually listen to the whole things, but he just had the grandfather of AI on there. And so do you guys know who I'm talking about, the grandfather of AI? Okay. And one of the things he mentioned, again, he's either British, I don't know. He mentioned using Canadian banks. So I don't know if he might be living in Canada, but so he mentioned that Musk maybe, he didn't say 100%, taking our data because now if they have all of our data, they can use that for specific advertising to each of us with AI. So he's going to use it in an AI model that would target each of us with what, our, whatever we believe in, that type of thing. And especially to win elections. Is that why he was interested in our data? Yes. Okay. So we're just going to have to, the more we know, at least the more we consider. I'm not going to be afraid of this stuff, but what I'm going to do is be really, really discerning. I think our discerning capabilities are going to have to get sharper and sharper and sharper, just like you're doing here. You're discerning, right? You're not taking any of this as truth. You're taking it as, well, this is interesting. I'm going to use it to improve my life, because that's all that really matters, is if anything improves your life. If anything is not improving your life, if knowing this information is not improving your life, then I wouldn't listen to it. Because the point of, where I'm getting at, especially in my mid-50s now, is if nothing's going to improve my life, I'm not going to do it anymore, So I'm not going to worry about this, but it will help me be much more discerning when I get texts from people who look like Gavin Newsom and asking for, donations through my text. And if I click here, how do I know that's Gavin Newsom? I'm just saying. Okay. All right. So yeah, if you guys just, I think the AI thing is going to be very interesting. So we'll have to watch that. Okay. So regarding Musk taking that information, was it solely to create his AI model that he's interested in? With all of our information? Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off? Was Elon using Trump so he could gain access? Okay, we already asked that to his own to our data. Okay. Yes. Is the feud staged or otherwise, so whether it's staged or not, the beginning of the downfall of Trump? No. Okay. So this feud with Elon is not the beginning of the downfall for Trump. Is that correct? Okay, so it's not. Okay. Is it the downfall of the beginning for Elon? Or is it the beginning of the downfall for Elon? No. Okay. Is something else going to be the beginning of the downfall for Trump? Yes. Okay. Will the feud result in exposure of both Trump and Musk's illegal activities? Yes. So the actual feud will be the result? Oh, okay. Are they just going to keep? Well, it's interesting, you guys, because okay, so, but you guys are saying that the feud is staged, correct? Yes. Okay. Well, if it's staged, are they really are they really feuding though? Oh, they're really feuding. Okay. Oh, hang on. See, this is where you have to learn how to ask the right questions, and sometimes I don't. I forget. Okay. Let's go. I got a hit in my head. Okay. So is the feud orchestrated from someone outside of Trump and Musk? Oh, okay. Do Trump and Musk know it's orchestrated feud? No. Okay. So it's not orchestrated by them. It's orchestrated. See, I don't know why. It just occurred to me to ask that question. Yes, really wide swing. That makes more sense then. Okay. Because the feud will result in exposure of both Trump and Musk's illegal activities. Yes. Okay. So did somebody or a group of somebodies get them to start this somehow, knowing that it would result eventually in the takedown or at least expose their activity? Yes. So whoever started this basically on the inside? Yes. Are they on the side of democracy then? Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that occurred to me to ask. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay. That makes more sense to me. All right. Whew. All right. Will the feud? Okay. Did Musk enter a secret deal with Trump to enrich himself when he headed Doge to get government contracts for his companies? Yes. Allegedly. I don't have to say it anymore, do I? Okay, it's out there. Was Musk leaving Doge a fake story to stop, they're already saying yes, to stop the negative impact on his business and wealth? Yeah, because he stopped pretty soon after that, didn't he? I mean, you think he would have stopped much sooner, but no. Okay, so the answer was yes. Did Trump's administration push Musk out of office? Yes. Okay. Did Musk start the feud on his own? No. Okay. Was it on a whim? No. So again, this was orchestrated by someone on the inside that is in favor of democracy and wants to see some change. Yes. They want to see change, and meaning that they know that Trump and Musk need to go. Yes. Okay. Let's see. I'm on question 15. Let me just take a little. Okay. Did Musk confront Trump about fraud he found the Trump administration conducting with Qatar or Russia? No. Okay. Does Elon have irrefutable proof that Trump is in the Epstein files? Yes. You know, this is weird, you guys, because I think, and I haven't looked at it, but I think it was in February. I think the files originally came out in February. There was a PDF that came out. It's like 180 pages long. I actually read through the whole thing. It's a PDF online. Now, when they said it came out, I looked it up and I was able to read it. I haven't looked at it for a long. I haven't looked to see if it's been taken down, but Trump's name was all over it. So I don't know what the difference is between that PDF or the files. So I'm not, that whole thing is ridiculous. You know, did you guys hear about the thing that happened in Texas? So there was, I don't know enough about it. Sorry to even bring it up because I don't know enough about it. But there were 109 children who were saved, and there was like 240 some men and women pedophiles who were arrested in Texas. So I don't know if that's a part of a bigger kind of program, but that whole thing is, look that up. That just happened 2 days ago or yesterday or today. So that definitely adds to the explosive and kind of intense time right now, that sort of thing. So that's a lot of people, like 242 or whatever. And the guy from Minnesota has been arrested. I saw a picture of him actually being handcuffed. I didn't see the video of it, but he looked pretty resolved. He looked pretty like, yeah, I knew this was coming type of thing. I don't know. The look on his face did not look horrified at all. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to hear his story, I think. Hopefully we do hear his story. All right. So is Trump afraid of being exposed in the Epstein files? Yes. Again, look for that PDF, you guys. I'm telling you, his name was all over it. Okay. Can Musk tell the whole truth without implicating himself? Yes. Okay. So maybe there's nothing to implicate him on except for his losing his contracts. Is that true? I mean, I don't know how much mischievous stuff he has done. It seems to me he just doesn't want to lose his contracts. Yes. Okay. Let's see. And really, so is Musk's intentions of stealing the data? Okay, so that was mischievous, obviously. Beyond that. Well, he doesn't think he's stolen it. Does Musk think he stole the data? No. Okay. So does he think he's doing something good to get this data? Does he think, yes. And does he think it's he's doing something good for society? Yes. Or does he think he's just doing something good for himself? No. Is Musk truly on the right side of this? Okay, they're kind of saying yes and no, so that's kind of interesting. I'm going to record the next SG session you see come out on the channel will be AI and humanity. So maybe we'll get to the bottom of some of that there, at least where it's at right now. Okay. Okay. Does Trump have any dirt on Musk? Okay. So yes. Okay. Is it mostly his contracts? Yes. Okay. But is there like illegal things going on with these contracts? Yes. Okay. Again, allegedly. All right. Is Musk negotiating with DOJ or ICC for immunity so he can expose Trump? Oh, yes. Okay. We'll see about that. One can only hope, right? They're saying yes, one can only hope. Okay. Will Trump's family ever turn on him in exchange for their own immunity? Yes. Okay. Will all members of his family turn on him in exchange for their own immunity? No. Okay. Will his immediate family turn on him? Will all of his immediate family turn on him? No. Okay. Will there be anyone in his immediate family who doesn't need to turn on him in exchange for immunity? Yes. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so the ones who need protection will turn on him? Yes. Will this be, though, like in the next 10 years? I mean, do we have to wait 10 years to see this kind of thing happen? No? Okay. Again, I don't like doing timelines and predictions, but will it be in the next 5 years that we see something like this happen? Yes. Will it be in the next 1 year? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that would be nice. So the current timeline is telling us within a year we will see this type of thing happening? Yes. Will it be less than a year where we have to, do we have to, okay, they started saying no and then they're, okay, so yes and no. So maybe it just depends. Maybe it just depends on the situation. So I'd have to like dig into that a little bit. So let me just say again, as I usually do, I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you have additional questions, put them in the comments right here as you're listening to this, and then we'll put together a part 2 if there's enough interest, okay? One way for us to know if there's enough interest also is that we get thumbs up on the video, so just keep that in mind. So the more people who watch it, the more thumbs up we get because it helps the reach of the video. Then we'll do a part 2 because we know people are interested. If we don't get a lot of traffic on it, then we'll know that people aren't that interested, okay? That's kind of how we make those decisions. All right, which only makes sense, right? Okay. Will Musk tell all he knows about the illegal activity of Trump? Will he eventually tell all? Yes. Okay. And that is the start of the feud is going to help the fact that whoever started this feud between them or got them feuding. However, let me just ask real quick. Yes. I have seen Musk kind of pull back a little bit from the feud. Yes. Like he has said a few things in support of Trump's decisions. Yes. Is he backpedaling to try to get out of the feud? Yes. Okay. Does he realize he's been duped in terms of starting this feud? No. Okay. Is his backpedaling going to change is it going to improve the feud between him and Trump? No. Okay. So when we see supportive messages from Elon right now, will Trump basically accept his apology for that? Because it looks like he's trying to get into his good graces. No. Okay. So Trump won't accept him into his good graces again? I think with Trump, you do it once, you're out. I don't know. It's kind of my sense of him. Okay, yes. Which, you'd think the same would be for him, but, it's incredible how much this person, cut, clear, cancel, can get away with. It's incredible, right, you guys? Oh my God. Anybody else, one thing he has ever done would be enough to, it's just... his soul contract is just unbelievable. Like, if you guys haven't seen Trump's soul contract videos, I do have an Ask the Spirit Guide playlist. I'll post it right here at the end. But check out those. And then you can, if you go to that playlist, you can just type in soul contracts and you'll get a whole bunch of people that I've done. So, and I'm sure we'll do a whole bunch more going forward. Okay. Is Trump concerned about being exposed for rigging the 2024 election? Yes. Well, again, allegedly, did Trump rig the 2024 election? Yes. Okay. Did Musk help him? Yes. Okay. So the question is it going to be exposed in a way that makes changes? Yes. In a way that makes changes, meaning Trump is no longer president? Yes. Okay, good. So we're still seeing that in the timeline. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to ask when, you guys, because then we all get, again, gray, right? It's for me, it's just a little bit of hope. It's like, yep, we'll just see what happens, Okay. Has Musk placed informants or conspirators inside or with access to the White House who will help to bring down the Trump administration? Wow, yes. Okay. entertainment purposes. Does Trump have an escape plan to flee the U.S. in case he is exposed in the Epstein files or charged with rigging the election? Yes. This is consistent information that they've been saying for maybe a couple months now. Does Trump believe that the Saudis will welcome him if he needs to flee the U.S.? Yes. And will they? Will the Saudis welcome him? Wow. Yes. Will Trump live a peaceful life if he escapes to Saudi Arabia? No. Okay. Due to the emotionalism and spitefulness that came out in their social media posts, were Trump and Musk in a relationship in prior incarnations? Great question. Yes. Okay. Are they living out some karma? Are they balancing some karma right now? Yes. Is the only way for them to balance karma is for them to eventually completely turn on each other? Yes. Boy, I would love to. Well, we have done Soul Contract for Trump and for Elon. It would be interesting. I can't quite remember if I can't see. It's been a while since I've done them, so I can't quite see the big picture. To know, like, it would be fun to kind of tease out if anyone, any psychics here know maybe what their past incarnations were. Let me know. It'd be kind of interesting. So, all right, you guys, I hope this was an enjoyable session. You got something out of it at least. And, just keep living your life as healthy and spiritually connected as you can. I hope the 30-day challenge is going well for those who are participating. If you're not sure what that is, feel free to sign up for our newsletter. The QR code is right there. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.